dugsiga boardingka iyo maalinlaha ah ee Amano Boarding and Day School.
Grade 4, welcome to our lesson. I'll be taking you through the natural regions of Somaliland. And when we talk about the natural regions of Somaliland, we shall be looking at these relief regions. And when we talk about these relief regions, we are talking about regions that have, or regions and their vegetation and some of the wild animals that live in there. Now, we have some regions that have mountains, some regions have got valleys, some regions are dry, some regions are near the Gulf of Aden, and therefore, when we talk about the natural region, the 5 natural regions of Somaliland, we basically are looking at the following regions, and therefore together in our lesson, at the end of this lesson rather, you should be in a position to state the 5 natural or relief regions of Somaliland. And here they are. That the landscape, the landscape of Somaliland can be divided into 5 natural regions. Now these regions are: 1, the Guban region; 2, we have Golis region; 3, we have Ogo region, and 4, we have Haud region; 5, we have Nugal Valley. Here the map shows Somaliland. This is the map of Somaliland. We all should be in a position to recognize that this is the map of Somaliland, and on this map we are able to see some of these regions, starting with the Guban. Guban region is near the Gulf of Aden. The Gulf of Aden is here. Those of you who have ever gone to Berbera, you know very well that if Berbera is here, then the Gulf of Aden is here. This is the Gulf. Now, the region that is close to the Gulf is the Guban, followed by this region here, which is the Golis here. Okay, now today in our lesson we shall be looking at the Golis. We shall be concentrating on the Golis region. The Golis, some of you here have heard about the Golis mountain, the Golis University. Now Golis is a region in Somaliland. It is a natural region of Somaliland, and we shall look at where it is located. And so the Golis region here, as you can see, you can look at it here from the box here. The Golis region is found somewhere here. The Golis region, it is here. It is found between the Guban region and the Ogo region, found in between, and it is particularly here made of mountain or mountain ranges. So the Golis mountains are a range of mountains that start in Ethiopia and ends where the Gulf of Aden and the Indian Ocean meet. Right, we said that they actually a mountain, Golis are like a range. A range is a group of hills that are normally close together. So the Golis mountains start in Ethiopia and end where the Gulf and the Indian Ocean meet. Now a range, like you said before, a range is a group of hills or mountains that are connected together. Now some of you must have seen this somewhere, that when we have something like this, these are just but hills that I'm drawing in here. Sorry for that, but I think you can see what I'm trying to demonstrate, that these hills that are connected together, a chain of hills or mountains, are what you call a range. So a range, a mountain range. Golis is a mountain range. It means that it has very many hills and mountains that are connected together. Right. So here there's an image that is showing the Golis range having those mountains on the other side, live along this valley here. It's showing the Golis mountain range actually that passes this side, like you can see them, some of them here up to the other side there, you can see. Those are mountain ranges. We call the Golis mountain range. Now, this is another image, one more image here showing the Golis mountain range. We said that it starts in Ethiopia and ends where the Gulf of Aden meets the Indian Ocean. Now, most of the mountains in the Golis are very high. When we talk about a mountain being very high, it means that this mountain, especially most of them, have got a greater height of up to 2,050 meters high above the sea level. So some of them, the average height is about 2,050 meters high, like you can see here, very high. Now, the highest mountain in Somaliland, which is part of the Golis, is known as Mount Surad. So next time, class, if you are asked the highest mountain in Somaliland, the highest mountain in Somaliland, your answer should be Mount Surad. So Mount Surad is the highest mountain in Somaliland. Good. It is part of the Golis. Now, moving forward, here, the vegetation which grows in the Golis include the frankincense gum trees. Last time we looked at the frankincense gum tree that is usually very important, very precious, where the early traders from the Arabian Peninsula came to exchange with the people of Somaliland at the coast. So this region has got a lot of trees where frankincense gum can be harvested, right? The lower slopes of the Golis are covered with grass, and when they are covered with grass, this means that grass is food for livestock, and that means that livestock rearing is an activity that takes place there. So this grass is good for livestock rearing. Now, animals that live in the Golis mountain range include the following, as you can see them here, the three. One, we have the gazelle, baboons, and the hopos. Hopos is actually like a type of bird, is a bird that is found in the Golis region. And we have baboons and gazelles. There are some images that show some of these animals that are found in the Golis range. Here we have a gazelle, and the type of gazelle that we call a garanuk is the most common type of gazelle found in the Golis range. And here it's its image, as you can see. A gazelle is here. It is a type of gazelle that we call the garanuk. Then we have a baboon. An image of a baboon is here, coming right there. Okay, it's found in the Golis mountain range. Then we also have a hopos, which is a type of bird that is also found in the Golis mountain range. It's here. Now, that means that we shall look at quickly the main activities of the people who live in the Golis range, because there is grass and it has slopes that sometimes receive rain. Now, the main activities of the people who live in the Golis range are, one, we have farming. Farmers are people who keep livestock and grow crops. Now, farming takes place here. We also have tourism. A tourist is a person who visits different places to view beautiful things that are in there. So tourists like climbing mountain or Mount Golis to see beautiful views. And we also have nomads that rear goats. So nomadic pastoralism is also an activity that takes place in the Golis region, in the Golis mountain range. So nomads also rear goats in the valleys between the mountains. Now, of our lesson, and as we've said, those regions, the 5 regions, that is the Golis, the Guban, Ogo, Nugal, and Haud, are the 5 major relief regions of Somaliland. Thank you for watching. Have a nice time.